Welcome back, guys. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can design a month worth of content in just a few clicks with the help of Canva and ChatGPT. The technique I'm about to show you is a real time saver, which will definitely boost your productivity. And the best thing is that you don't need to have any writing or graphic design skills, as these tools are easy to use even as a beginner. We'll write the posts with ChatGPT and swap the contents, including the background images and the text with a feature in Canva called Bulk Create. So, let's get started. First of all, I'll open ChatGPT. This is a very popular tool that can help you write articles, blog posts, emails, and so on. We'll be using it to write the content for our posts. If you don't have an account, you can register for free at chat.openai.com. I'll leave the link for you in the description below so you can follow along. Here, I will say, give me 35 quotes about wealth, success, money, and motivation, along with their authors in a table, separating the quotes from the authors. Now ChatGPT will go ahead to give me 35 quotes that I can use for my Instagram posts. Although I need 30, it may generate some stuff that won't be useful. For instance, it says the author of this quote is unknown, so I'll discard it and choose from others. Also, I only chose this niche for the purpose of this video. You can actually ask ChatGPT to write anything you would like to post on your social media, including the captions. And if you are not happy with the results, you can always click on Regenerate Response. But let's move on with this and go to Canva. Canva is the tool we'll use to create the designs, and you can register for free as well if you don't have an account. Again, the link will be in the description below. Click on Create a Design at the upper right corner of your screen and search for the dimension you wish to design for. In this case, we are designing for Instagram, so I will choose Portrait Size, which will cover more spaces on the screen than that of the square. After the canvas has been loaded, you can search for the templates that fit your work, or scroll down to find one. For this tutorial, I'll choose this and show you how to customize it. This design will be the template that all other 30 designs will be created on, and although you can always edit the finished designs, it will be a lot easier if you can get this step right. That being said, let's go back to ChatGPT. I'll copy one of the quotes, preferably a long one, and go back to Canva to paste it in the text box here. Then I'll scale it down and duplicate it using Ctrl-D. I'll go back to ChatGPT once again to copy the author's name and paste it in the second text box. If you would like to change the font of the two text, select both by holding the Shift key and click this drop-down. You can select the font you wish to use here or search for any other type. Next, I'd like to make the author's name lighter by clicking the bold icon to give it some sort of contrast. Then, I will increase the text border and place it at the bottom. I will repeat the same for the quote and also increase the font size to 48. If you think that the color doesn't pop enough, you can increase the transparency by clicking this shade icon and drag the slider to 100. And I'll do that for the second text as well. If you don't need this logo, you can highlight it with your mouse and delete it. And for the bottom text, you can edit it to your social media handle or site name, and you can also change the font type and size as you'd like. I'm going to expand the text border to fit most of those quotes, using the side handles. Then we should add rulers to make sure the main content can fit right on our Instagram timeline. To do this, click on the letter R to add a rectangle. Then drag one of the angles with your mouse while holding the Shift and Alt keys together. Release it when the dimension says 1080 by 1080. If you don't know, this is the dimension for Instagram square size, and whatever is within this box will be displayed when looking at your designs from your profile. Click Shift R to bring up the ruler and drag it to meet the top of the box. I'll repeat the same for the bottom and delete the box with the delete key. Now, you can rescale and position each text wherever you wish to place it. Then, I'll add a line by pressing the letter L and drag it to the middle of both text boxes. To hide the ruler, you'll need to press Shift-R again on your keyboard. Moving on, we'll have to delete this image. And then go to the Element tab on the left bar of the canvas to find the images you want to use in your designs. So, I'll search for luxury and then click on Photos. And since our design is in portrait, you can click on the filter button and select vertical. This will show you the tall photos only. Then, I'll click and drag one of these photos to the canvas like this, and then expand the overlay to fill up the design. If you are happy with the look of this design, you can delete this picture. To do so, you have to click on the overlay and then hold the Control key and click again to select the photo underneath. Then click on Delete. The next step is to go back to the Element tab and scroll down till you reach the Frame section. Click on See All and find a portrait frame. Then drag it on the canvas and scale it up to fill the design space. This is where all our photos will be. You can then move it backward by clicking on Position up here and selecting to back. Now, if you have the photos you want to use, you can skip the next step and upload them here on the canvas. But if not, Canva has a ton of photos to choose from. To do this, we need to go back to Element and search for luxury, and filter down to give vertical results as before. Then right-click on one of the pictures and select Add to Folder. I will create a new folder here and call it Luxury. Then add the selected photo to the folder. To add another image, right-click again, then select Add to Folder. But this time the folder I just created appears, so I simply have to click on it and add it to the folder. And since our posts are going to be 30, we'll need 28 more photos, so I only need to repeat the previous step to complete the numbers. So, I've gone ahead to do that, and we now have all the elements we need. The next step is to go to the Apps section on the left bar and search for Bulk. Then, click on the result to use the Bulk Create feature. This allows you to either enter your data manually or upload a CSV file. This can be created on Google Docs if you have your spreadsheet file there. But in this case, I'll be using the first option. Firstly, let's clear the table to start from scratch. Then we'll go back to ChatGPT. I noticed that ChatGPT does not complete the quotes up to 35, so I'll just ask it to continue it in a table format. Now that we have enough quotes, we can go to the top to copy the text. Before you copy them, make sure you start highlighting from the heading that says Quotes. Then go back to Canva to paste. Click the first box and press Ctrl-V. Now that we have 28, you can click the last box, and this will add another row below. I'll go back to ChatGPT to copy more quotes and paste it to the box as well. You can scroll up and remove the rows you don't want by right-clicking and selecting Delete Row. The next step is to add the photos. To do this, click Add Image at the top, and this will add a column for you to add the images. Click on the box to bring up this drop-down, and this is where the previous step is important. You only need to locate your folder and add the image you want. And if you upload your images, it will also be available here as well. Repeat this for the remaining boxes, and your photos will be added, ready to be swapped. If you are through with it, click on Done. 3 data fields have been identified which correspond with the columns we just created. Next, right-click on the quote, then go to Connect Data and select Quote. Repeat the same for the second text and select Author. Then for the photos, first click on the overlay, then hold Ctrl and click to select the frame underneath. Click the three dots and go to Connect Data, then choose Image. You'll know if you get this step right with the check mark appearing on the boxes. If so, click on Continue. You can also uncheck any row you don't want to include here. And if you are satisfied, click on Generate 30 pages. By the way, if you've received any value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. So, Canva has generated the posts, and as you can see, most of it looked the way we wanted it to be. But you may still find one or two that don't look right. Simply click on it and adjust it. Now, let's say you don't like this red overlay, or it doesn't suit your brand. We can go back to our main design. Then click on the overlay and select the red color to change it. I will change it to black. Click anywhere on the canvas to go back, and click the button below it on the left to regenerate. Also, note that anything you add on here will reflect on the generated pages, which you can of course edit as you like. So as you can see, this can save you a lot of time and speed up your content production on social media. And this Canva bulk feature is not only used for this, it can also be used for business cards, logos, chat, and many more. Next, you can click on Share to download everything as PNG or JPEG and start posting directly to your social media. Or you can as well share it natively on Canva, or schedule it to a later date if you are on the paid plan. And did I mention that this Bulk Create feature on Canva is also paid? Yes, it is not available on the free plan, but you can use Canva completely for free for 30 days if you use the link in the description below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Digital Scholar for more. You can watch the video showing on your screen right now to learn how you can create real-life mockups for your designs with Canva. See you there.